In this new section, we are going to play with our different types of layers, including shapefile or feature classes, by adding them in our map document in different types of ways. And in this lecture, we are going to learn how to create an ArcPy script by using which we can add our shapefile in our map document. But before that, let's think about our thinking language or the process to add any shapefile in our map document, which is simply using AddData. Then we need to choose a particular shapefile which we are going to add inside of our table of content, and it will be added inside of our activated data frame. So this is the way. So what will be our step? Our step will be to choose a particular shapefile which we want to add in our map document. But before that, we need to choose a particular data frame in where we need to add this shapefile. And before choosing the data frame, obviously, we need to choose the mxt file, which means map document, in where this data frame exists. So first of all, we need to declare the mxt file in our ArcPy script. Then we need to select the data frame. After that, we need to select the shapefile, which means the directory path of this shapefile. Then we need to declare the AddLayer function to add our particular layer inside of this mxt or map document. So this will be our step-by-step process. Now let's convert this as line by line of ArcPy script. So first of all, let's load our first 3 lines of script of ArcPy, which we already have saved in our previous lectures as start ArcPy. Here we have already imported ArcPy library, then we have declared the workspace environment, and here in this line we have declared the mxt, which means map document. In here our map document is current map document. Now we need to declare the data frame in where we are going to add our shapefile. For this purpose, we need to create an object with the name say df is equal to, now let's create the object with arcpy dot mapping dot, then we need to use list data frames function. In here as an argument we need to use mxt, then we have to declare the index number as 0, obviously. Now in this way we have declared the data frame in where we are going to add our shapefile. Now press enter. Now our next step will be declare the shapefile which we are going to add inside of this data frame, which means we need to declare the directory path of this shapefile. Say I want to add this shapefile US state which is exist inside of my learning folder. For this purpose we need to create another object, say add layer is equal to arcpy dot mapping dot layer. Inside of layer function we need to use argument as the directory path of that particular layer which we are going to add inside of this data frame. So the rule of writing any directory path is start with R, then use double quotation. Inside of double quotation, use the directory path with shapefile name. So for this purpose, let's copy the directory path, then paste this in here, and at the end of this directory, use backslash and use the name of this shapefile, which .shp extension. So for this purpose, copy the name with extension. Now paste this at the end of this directory path. So by using layer function, we are declaring a particular layer inside of a directory. So our next step has done. So we have got access into the mxt file, then we have got access into the data frame. Now we have declared the layer to add inside of this data frame by using AddLayer object. And in here, layer function is responsible to declare a particular layer for this AddLayer. Now all we need to do is run the AddLayer function and declare all of this as an argument inside of this AddLayer function. And how to create AddLayer function for this purpose? Before that, we need to declare ArcPy library, then mapping object, then AddLayer function. Inside of this AddLayer function, we need to use some argument. What will be the argument? The argument will be we need to declare the data frame first in where we are going to add this layer. Then we need to declare the layer which we are going to add inside of that data frame. After that, we need to add the position of this newly added layer. It could be bottom of the data frame or it could be upper side of this data frame. We need to declare this. Let's see. On the right side, we can see in the help window the structure of AddLayer function. First of all, we need to use the data frame, and in here our data frame is df, which is declaring the data frame of this map document. So use this df object, then comma, then use AddLayer, and in here AddLayer object is declaring user state shapefile layer. So we are going to use this AddLayer. Now we need to use the position in where we are going to add this layer. We can add our layer at the bottom or at the top or auto arrange. Let's add this at the bottom. Now run this. See, US state shapefile has been added. This one is our new shapefile and rest of three are previously added shapefile. Now we are going to save this script and we'll use it. Let's save this. Add shapefile. Now imagine that you have more than one data frame and you want to add a layer in a particular data frame by mentioning that data frame name. How we can do this? We can do this very easily. Say I'm going to create a new data frame and the data frame name will be second data frame. Now I want to add US state shapefile inside of second data frame by using our this script. How we can do this? We can do this instantly by using our saved ArcPy script. Let's clear this. Now load our script. Add shapefile. In here, when we are going to declaring the data frame by using df object, beside of this mxt we need to use comma, then declare the name of data frame in where we are going to add our this shapefile. So in this case we need to copy this second data frame, then paste this in here. Now press enter. See, US state has been added successfully in our this second data frame. So this is the structure of AddLayer function, which is responsible to add any layer in a data frame, and the function structure is AddLayer. Then as argument we need to use these arguments sequentially. First of all data frame, then layer, then position of this layer. Now let's do this practically in your interface.